हरिः ॐ शं नो मित्रस्यं वरुणः शं नो भवत्वर्यमा शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Now we are going to the another aspect of our spiritual astrology. What is initiation? So, Master is telling here, when an initiation has taken place in your life, all the values begin to change and the planets also begin to treat you in different terms. When an initiation has taken place in your life, how it is possible? How we can know whether we have taken the initiation or not, or we are initiated or not? How we know that? I explained in one of my previous lectures, initiation means in this way of understanding the spirituality, or according to Master Joel Kuhl, initiation means it's not touching the bro center or giving a mantra to the disciple or some practice or some meditation. That is not initiation in this type of explanations. Initiation means to enter in much more and much more and much more, to enter inside of ourselves. Try to realizing who am I. Try to understanding what I have to do to this world. Try to understand the kingdom of the masters or the great ascended masters. Or if we try to understand the invocation given by Master Joel Kuhl and Master E.K., if you read those stanzas one by one from the point of light, where start that from light and love and will and humanity, all these things come into the picture when you read the invocation of Master Joel Kuhl and Master D.E.K. Then you will understand what initiation is, how the initiation works with us. Slowly go from one plane to another plane, another plane to another plane, another plane to another plane. When we cross one plane and enter into another plane, that bridge is called the initiation. The first, second, third, fourth and fifth initiations. When somebody enters the fifth initiation, he will become the master. At the fourth initiation, he becomes the adept. Before crucifixion, Jesus, he was an adept with the fourth initiation. Once he agreed to the crucifixion, when he was crucified and resurrected, that is his fifth initiation, and he has become a master. Then the consciousness of the Christ descended into him, and then he is a different person. So, okay, it is a different branch. I promised you once I explain about you the 5 initiations. We will take up that later. But here, let us confine to this. When an initiation has taken place in our life, all the values begin to change and the planets also begin to treat you in different terms. When the values in our life changes, then only the planets also, they will change in our life. They will treat us in a different way. We have to remember that. Unless we change in the right direction, they cannot create a good opportunities to us, or they will not change their treatment towards us. If we change, they will also change. They suggest good things and advise you to avoid bad things. What they will do? They suggest only the good things and advise you to avoid bad things. Whether to avoid it or not, the choice is with you. If you care for the planet station, then your progress will be very quick. When we get a direction from the planets, if we accept it, and if you put into action, then the progress will be very quick. This is the thing we have to understand very carefully. This is the purpose of spiritual astrology. But if your temptation is stronger than the suggestion of the planets, there will once again be the trial and error method, and some more time will be taken up before you progress further. Once the suggestion has come to us, even then our temptations are much more stronger, and we cannot listen to the advices of the planets. Then what happens? Again we will go back. There are a lot of stories in India, in Indian scriptures, telling the same story. For example, I will tell you a small story. There is a great saint, a rishi, did tapas for hundreds of years. Then Lord Indra means the Lord of all our five senses. Indriya means senses, Indra means the Lord of the five senses. And the King of the heavens, the Lord of the heavens. Okay. Then the Lord Indra wanted to test this person who is doing tapas for the realization, for the mukti. He sent a beautiful lady, very, very beautiful and very good dancer. That lady came all the way from heaven to the earth, started dancing before this man who is doing tapas in a forest for many, many years. And she stayed there for many, many days and tried to tempt that person. That person opened his eyes, saw this beautiful lady. She said, I came here to serve you, to learn something from you. And then this poor fellow believed that. And then slowly and slowly, he was caught up with her beauty. And then, I did not tell you the story, out of the emotions between the bondage of a master and a disciple, one girl baby was born. What happened to his penance of many, many years? It is gone, totally gone. Then that lady, the purpose served, that lady, without any mercy, leaves the baby girl there to this man, and she went back to the heavens because her assigned duty was fulfilled. Just she left. Then this fellow, he has to start the tapas, the penance, from the beginning. This is what we call temptations. At every stage, even after reaching the great levels in the spiritual levels and yogic levels, so many people, they cannot overcome the temptations. That is what Master is explaining here. What Master is explaining here. But if your temptation is stronger than the suggestion of the planets, there will once again be the trial and error method, and some more time will be taken up before you progress further. This will be the second stage of action of the planets. First stage, they will give you the initiation and create some good opportunities. Second stage will be tested with the temptations. If you success, they will take you to the next step. If you fail, again they will keep you. They will keep you there. They will keep us there itself. And again we have to prove ourselves to enter into the next stage. So the first stage is like police officers. The second stage is like the well-wishers. In the third stage, planets begin to work as friends. That is, once we overcome the resist, overcome that is once we overcome and resist temptation, after we have learned how to follow the advice of the planets by simply understanding environment every day, every hour and every minute. This is why I called spiritual practical astrology. What Master is telling, whether we have overcome the temptations or not, we have to test ourselves every minute, every hour, every day, with every person. We have to test ourselves whether you are free from the temptations or not. Unless we are free from the sensations, nothing more will be given to us. We cannot travel towards the initiation level. That is what Master explained here. How the planets teach in different levels. So this is a wonderful teaching by the Master. Always I say it's a wonderful teaching by the Master because I cannot use other words because all his teachings are wonderful. You see how he teaches. They show us many obstacles whenever our mind is in the wrong direction. They show us the obstacles whenever our mind is in the wrong direction. You understand in the reverse way. All the obstacles are created to us because of our wrong directions. If you change our wrong direction into the right direction, obstacles will be gone. That is the way we have to understand. If we care to know the will of the planets and the advice of the planets by understanding the environment and the persons around us every hour and every minute, then the planets begin to work as our friends. So this is so important. Why? Because if we care to know the will of the planets and the advice of the planets by understanding the environment. What is the advice of what the planets are advising us? Why this environment is created to us and what the planets wanted to tell us. If you understand that and also understand the environment. What is the environment here? Environment means it's not cold and not hot. Environment is not the weather here. Environment means where we are living, what type of people we are meeting, what type of the opportunities are coming to our life, the good things or the bad things, good friends or the bad friends, appreciation or insult. This is the environment where we are living, with whom we are living, where we are working, what about the colleagues. This is all the environment. It is nothing to do with the weather. And the persons around us every hour and every minute, then the planets begin to work as our friends. So we meet some good people, some bad people. We meet the people who help us. We meet the people who comments us. Suppose if somebody appreciates us, we feel very happy and we feel those people are very good friends to us. If some people comment on us, we take it very bad in a negative way and we feel those are our enemies. It is not true. It is not true at all. If somebody is finding fault with us, if somebody is pointing at us and criticizing us, we should understand that there is something to learn from them. We have to take it in a positive way. If something is praising us, somebody is appreciating us, we feel happy. No, we should not do that. Why? Why that person is appreciating us unnecessarily? Why that person is praising us unnecessarily for nothing? Might be they wanted to be in our good looks, or they have some work with us from us, or they need some help from us. Of course, to do some help to somebody is good, but since somebody is praising us, we need not help them. Then what happens? You will become a slave in their hands. So when we travel into the spiritual life, we have to be very careful. We have to listen to their words through them. Don't listen to what they are speaking, listen to from where they are speaking. So, if we are in a true spiritual journey, everything will guide us in our life. But we name them good or bad. This is exactly what Master is telling here. The planets begin to work as our friends. They have many good things to give us as gifts, and they keep giving us till they cannot make any gift to us. It is only when we can resist temptation, understand the will of the planets and follow it in action, that the planets have many things to give us. So it is very important. It is only when we can resist temptation, when the planets will give us gifts, when the planets will give us the power, when the planets will give us the will, when we have to be above the temptations, understand the will of the planets, and follow it in action. After understanding the will of the planets, we have to follow up in the action that the planets have many things to give us. Then only the planets will give many things to us. All the powers of the mind and the will that are existing under the folds of our evolution will be open to us. All the powers of the mind and the will that are existing under the folds of our evolution. Our inner side, there are a lot of innate powers, subtle powers. There is a saying, as it is above, so it is below. As it is great, so it is small. As it is without, so it is within. Whatever is there in the universe, everything is there inside also. This we have to understand. All the 12 planets are in the solar system. They are also existing in us also. All the 12 signs which are there in the solar system, they are also existing in us. We are speaking about all the devas outside, they are also existing in us. But they are in a dormant state. We are not aware of those things. Those things are not awakened in us because we are not aware of those forces, those powers. The planets will give an opportunity for us to open towards the higher forces in the form of high opportunities. All the powers of the mind and the will that are existing under the folds of our evolution will be open to us, and that's when we will be allowed into the innermost secrets of our consciousness and placed under high opportunities. When we are allowed into the innermost layers of the consciousness, then some powers will come to us, like higher opportunities. Great opportunities will only be thrown before us when the planets are absolutely sure that we will not use these opportunities for ourselves. Unless the planets are very sure that we will not use these opportunities for ourselves, they will not give any powers. When they are confirmed, yes, if we give these powers to this man or woman, they will use it for a good purpose, for the society, for the nation, for the globe. Then only they will confer the powers upon us. It is our responsibility not to misuse. Until then we will suffer from poverty. Sometimes it may be poverty of money, sometimes poverty of intelligence, sometimes poverty of courage, sometimes poverty of self-confidence. Until these powers are conferred on us, we will have poverty. What is poverty of courage or poverty of strength and poverty of will, sometimes poverty of power, sometimes poverty of money. To overcome all these things, we need the blessings of the planets and the guidance of the planets. And then the inner powers from us, the subtle powers in us, they will be awakened and a lot of opportunities will come into our life. This is the intricate mechanism which the planets work. Master is telling a beautiful word here. This is an intricate mechanism which the planets work. They take our psychological mechanism as the laboratory and they always work as a purification process. See how beautiful it is. They take our psychological mechanism as their laboratory. What is this? They take our psychological mechanism means they take everything into consideration. We are with the temptations, we are with the selfishness, we are with the hatred, we are with the separateness, we are having all inclusiveness or not. All these things they will take into action. Then they will wait for us to come out of these things. Then slowly we will develop a real understanding, following the footsteps of the masters, some good virtues, some good service, helping the people, understanding the nature, understanding the evolution, understanding the wisdom of the masters, the kingdom of the masters. If we go like that, slowly, the traits and tendencies in us will be changing towards the higher goals. Then the planets will come into the picture. They will provide us some good opportunities. And even then it is a test for us whether we are using those opportunities to help others or we are using them for ourselves. This is the wonderful lecture given by the master. With this, how the planets work lecture is over, and then we will go to the next beautiful lecture, fixed signs. So almost we completed 72 lessons. I selected a very few important ones to make you understand the way to understand the spiritual astrology. And I tried my best to make you understand in a simple way. I hope that. And in the next lecture, I deal with the fixed signs. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti.